Hello, everybody. We're here. We're getting ready to, we'll see if my co-host Paul shows up here shortly. I'm thinking he will. Hello, everybody. Here. Let me mute that. Yeah, so been an interesting day. The Blue Water bridges between Port Huron and Canada, Sarnia, is all backed up for miles and miles and miles because the major other crossing is the Ambassador Bridge in Detroit, and it's completely shut down. So, Corey, hey, Mike Krennick. So it's just been kind of chaotic around. I see there's a lot of YouTube posts. People, there was a post just about an hour or so ago calling for more people to come down to the Ambassador Bridge in Detroit and support the boycott or the shutdown. Yeah. Hey, Laura. Yes, you are. How was the steak? Laura, I was on Laura's channel this afternoon, and she was having steak for dinner over there in the UK. But yeah, so I went up and I just came back, I just came back. I fed Mia and I popped down here at my regular time. And hey, Skippy, I'm live right now, buddy.
Oh, you're live?
Yep.
Okay.
Did you fly?
So I got down there, I put the drone in the air, and I think I'm gonna drop it off and it needs a little ball of it. I think it needs a few updates and
Yeah.
everything will still out the frame try.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, bye. That was Skippy. He was going to go down and fly the bridge. Are you going to fly the bridge, Paul? Yes, I did. I already did. In fact, we get a few more people in here. I will screen share what I did get, the raw video. I haven't edited it yet, but it's it was a lot busy, but it was a little hazy up there too. So let me pull up over here so that I can see the chat. And I can go over here and then pull up the video so I can show you guys. So I don't want to miss anybody in the chat. Hey Z, how you doing? Mike, Little Llama Laura. But let me see. Yes. New folder. There we go. Okay, what I do is I pause that. And I'll screen share. Like I say, this is raw video. I haven't done anything to it. But here is the video right out of the drone. I just came home. As you can see, it is a bit hazy, but I did fly down there a ways, you know, obstructions and everything. So I got to a point where it started to lose a little bit of connection. So I decided to come back. And by that time, my fingers were frozen. And I didn't want to, you know, with the way they've got the highway and everything all jammed up, I didn't want to get into any kind of a snafu since I knew I had to come back here and come online. There's how the trucks are all jammed up. Hey, Paul.
Hey, what's happening? Bullywug.
Yeah, I just came back. I flew a little bit
Oh,
just
hey,
before dark of the mess here. Um, the the Ambassador Bridge is still closed in Detroit.
yeah,
And
yeah, don't,
if you look at some of their videos, Paul, they've got
yeah.
great big construction trucks that went in there and they dumped their the back boxes up and blocking the roads.
So is this you flying?
Yep,
Wow.
that's the raw.
When did we see this before? It was about a year ago or 2 years
Yes, it
ago.
was. It was a backup. Yep.
What was it about? I forget.
I think it had something to do with Canada was slowing things down.
Uh,
I think it had to do with COVID again, but it wasn't in the dead of winter like this. So I'm
Yeah,
going
yeah.
up. You see, I increased my elevation there because I was starting to lose the signal strength because I was flying from all the way down by the bridge.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
And
But it goes all the way around the curve.
yep, yep,
Yeah.
it does. And now here I'm just kind of spinning the camera because I can't really see it all that good on the monitor.
Yeah.
You know, that'll be parts that I'll cut out.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
But there's
Like,
that's the traffic coming in from Canada,
yeah.
and there's the traffic trying to go out. And
Because where are they blocking it? On the Canadian side?
no, the American side,
Oh, they're blocking it on the American side.
yes. But I don't know what's happening over on Canada side because I'm not going to fly that far into Canada.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But I just got watching. They're looking for more help at Detroit right now
Yep,
to help
yep,
block it more. But they
yep.
said that it's block two going into from the Canada trying to get in
Yeah, it's a
to the
little bit,
U.S.
it's a little bit slow coming into the US. And I think that might be, you know, on the Canadian side, they might be slowing them down.
Yeah, yeah. They're supposed to be slowing them down going in from Canada going into the U.S. Right?
States, okay.
Or
Because
is
there
that here?
isn't really that big a lineup here at customs, you see?
Yeah, yeah,
But when you go around and look back the other way,
yeah.
it's lined up way out. If you look up the top of the picture, when I pan up, I think you'll be able to see just how far out it goes. See
Oh.
the expressway out there, it curves around?
Yep, yep.
It supposedly is another 7.5 miles beyond that.
Yeah, I just got finished watching a couple shows that Fox was doing, and
Yeah.
boy, I tell you, they're just beating on Trudeau pretty hard about calling him a dictator and everything
Yeah.
else, right?
Yeah, he seems to like the attention though.
Yeah, yeah. But he won't budge
No,
because no, he ain't gonna tell me what to do. You know, he just. But yeah, see now they're starting to get some dissension in the ranks of the Liberal Party now. They're saying, well, you know, we should be talking to these guys and da da da, come up with some kind of agreement. And, you know, they're just
yeah, I'm flying from way over here. That's my Tahoe right there.
yeah. Huh, pretty good, Paul. Kind of a crappy day though, but
Yes, yeah, it cold. A little bit windy, but it was cold. It was just
well, I didn't think it was that bad today for temperature. Like it was like 25 degrees, but feels like 14, it says. So,
yes, yes.
so anyways, I'll be getting up and down a couple of times there. I got my supper cooking.
Oh, cooking supper. What we having?
Well, I'm having a gourmet supper tonight. Crab dinner and wieners.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, 5 degrees. Okay, there we are. Hit the like button, ball, and the pop out chat. Okay, well, I just want to see who's all in here.
Well,
Mike's going,
Lynn
holy shit.
Lynn called me up and told me to get my butt out there and fly. So,
Oh, yeah. Oh, good for her.
you know,
Oh.
she,
Yeah. It was funny. Mike says, "Oh, hey, Paul, you gonna fly the bridge?"
Yeah.
I already did. Now Mike's going, cool. Holy shit. So who was first tonight? Corey Mano.
Yes,
Oh,
Corey was
oh,
first. Yes,
yeah. Yeah.
Corey was there.
Yeah.
But yeah, the trucker protest really is front and center on just about every newscast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But Trudeau, I think he's taking a bit of a beating though.
Yeah, look, they
Because
had
he's got to be careful right now treading water. Because I mean, other countries are looking at this. Even the U.S. is going, oh,
yeah,
what the Canadian. He said the Canadians, they're a pretty calm bunch, but when you rile them up, look out. When you push them into a corner, yeah. Oh, I almost got in an argument in our bus yard this afternoon with one guy. He's against this protest, eh? And oh yeah, blowing 100 decibels in their people's houses, and they ought to go in there with the military, get rid of every one of them. Yeah, he's just carrying on. I was just winding them up even more, right?
line them up. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, the thing of it is that everybody's got a right to agree or disagree on anything.
Oh yeah, sure they do. Yeah.
They don't need to get belligerent.
Yep.
That's the far extreme in this way, and the far extreme that way. They're belligerent. Somewhere in the middle is the rest of us.
Well, they're saying, and what's happening with what Trudeau's doing, he's dividing the country more and more right now. So, yeah, it's on my way or the highway. And excuse me, you work for us, but
Yeah, AZ is kind of right. He says everything is going to be hard to find in a week or so on shelves in the stores.
Yep.
So I hope everybody's ready, is what
Yeah.
AZ is saying. David.
Yeah. And little llama Laura said Rob is sorry he isn't here. He has gone to bed.
Yeah.
So right back.
Yeah, I kind of figured that he's under the weather for sure, and I could just tell when he was on your channel this afternoon that he was fading pretty fast. So everybody is going to say a prayer for Rob that he starts getting well and feeling better. Yeah, me and I went and flew. Then we meet. Yeah. Yeah, you were my girl. You were my co-pilot. Yes, you was. But yeah, the video came along okay. It was really cold. I should have gone out the other way in that direction a little bit, but I didn't. I was just, my hands were cold. I have these little gloves that the pads are removed on this finger and on this thumb, I think it is. But it just is so cold. I know. You're a good girl. Yes, you are. You're a very good girl. Yeah. I've got to order some more dog food for Mia. She's going through it.
Oh.
I get it from chewy.com.
Oh yeah.
Have you got a filter on, Paul?
Yeah, it's a blur to background.
Yeah,
it's a new, not a new program, but it's a new program to me.
Okay.
It's NVIDIA, like, because I got NVIDIA video card, and I can go through all this and use it here, but I just trying to adjust the colors because they're just brightness too much. Now the brightness is not moving for some reason. Saturation, I can change that. Okay. Sharpness, I can change that. The white balance. No, it won't let me change that. Oh, it's on automatic. Gain. Okay, cool. I don't know. I've been just kind of playing with it for a few days here. Actually, what I should do is switch over my, because it's on the camera, but I can also do speaker and microphone on it too, eh?
Yeah.
And I've just got it plugged in right now to things. So, but see, I can zoom in a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, exposure, but not let me change. Okay, it's on automatic, so we can change the exposure down. Okay, maybe that's a little better. It's got pan and tilt. I don't know what that's about. Oh, I see. I can.
You
Oh
can-
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and I can tilt it, the
Yeah.
camera. Okay, have it up or down.
So it's
Cool.
actually manipulating the image. It isn't manipulating the camera.
No, just the image.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
But
you
I'm-
what you do? I know. You're being a little bit of a bugger. When she gets her dinner, she doesn't think it's enough. So she
Oh,
wants
yeah.
the hell out of me because she wants just a little bit more.
Yeah. See, I can do background replacement on this. Oh, it's froze up here. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I can go to DJI drones, go find a picture. Oh, What's Royal? Oh, that was a house I did on Royal Dornoch. Okay. But see, I can change whatever picture I want to put in it, right?
Right?
Yeah, it's kind of a cool. Yeah, I get tired of the same old background.
Construction is next door to that one, right?
Yeah, but that house there is well, I mean the way of it, but that was the house I filmed, right? So
Yeah.
it was what, 1.4 million, I think that house was.
And it sold too, didn't it?
Oh yeah, quickly. Yeah, got all my signs down about 1:30. Oh, we got 2 more for you to pull. Ah, crap. Oh well, I'll get them tomorrow. Right back.
Go get your Denny. While he's doing that, if anybody has just came in, I'll show you the raw footage. Now what I'm going to do is, let's go over here and let's go down here. And I'm going to add um, I just wonder if this will work. This is an experiment, folks. Okay, this is the video I just did. It's loading it. And over here, I can put my ending in. So I can add a picture that I always have in the end of my videos right there. Open. And I use it, I keep it at 4 seconds. And then I have a wipe to it so that it, when you play it, it wipes in. Okay. And I'm waiting for this video to load, and then I'll chop it up a little bit and get rid of some of the things. And yeah. It's loading. So how's everybody doing tonight? Anybody go out and fly, get some flying in? Mike, any luck on finding the camera or no? Maybe you're not looking. Because that, that whole thing can be time consuming every day. And if things don't change, I hear you. Okay, Laura, thanks for coming in. You take care, and we'll see you all, you again soon. Get a good night's sleep, and I hope that everything works out tomorrow that you've got to get done. Thanks for stopping in, Laura. Paul Hodges is getting dinner fixed and ready, gonna eat it. He'll be back here shortly. Made a Facebook page. All right. Okay, Mike, tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, well, we'll keep our fingers crossed, Mike, that you do find that camera. Because it's out there somewhere. It's just waiting for you. It's calling your name.
Okay, what happened to my camera?
I turned it off. You can turn it back on, Paul. Your chair was flashing because of the background.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, well, I'm gonna eat anyway, so
Yeah.
my supper is now ready. So
Laura
but,
had to call it an evening. She's got things to do tomorrow, and because
Oh,
right
yeah?
now over there it's 10:20 p.m.
Well, yeah, it is. Yeah. And Team Danzer, hey, he's in there.
Yep. Robert Glazier just said, "Hey guys."
Yeah, Bob Glazier.
Yep. How you doing?
Good. Gonna have to make a list for groceries again. Guys, I'm out of ketchup. And this is my last box of Kraft Dinner. Gosh. I thought I had a lot more Kraft Dinner, but hot. Funny watching the news. And anyways, they Doug Ford, our premier of Ontario, they made an announcement. They're sending 1,800 police officers to Ottawa. And
Oh, really?
Yeah, but listen, the Ottawa police says no, they didn't. They sent 100. Trying to make it sound worse than what it is.
Oh yeah. So that's always the way it is, isn't it?
Yep.
Make a bigger deal out of it than is necessary.
Oh, the police are telling people don't come to Ottawa. Now the RCM are giving an update right now on a blockade at the Alberta border because they got it all closed down there too now. It's not just Ottawa. It's the border crossings, everything, all across Canada. So we got a election coming up here in Ontario, like Doug Ford,
Uh-huh.
and it's coming up in June. You see what he's doing for an election ploy? He's going to get rid of you having to renew your license plates on vehicles. It'll save you $120 a year.
Okay. All right. Mia, stop.
Hey, Marshall, how you doing?
Yes. Marshall, how are you doing? I'm just typing something here. Just give me a minute. Today is the 8th, I think. Yeah. So Marshall, did you get your order in?
What was he ordering there?
He was going to order one of those as I was showing you for live streaming.
Oh, that yellow box or whatever.
Yeah, the YOLO
Yellow
Live,
box. Yeah.
YOLO Live box. Oh, somebody timed him out. Good for you, Robert. He had the
Well, Team Dancer got him first, I think.
yep. But yeah, it hey, Team Dancer, go ahead. Wants to know if he wants to do a one-time promotion on my new page on Facebook. Sure, go ahead. What the heck? You got to know what's going on. Yeah, Rob wasn't doing too well this afternoon, Paul.
Yeah. That's what little Llama Laura's doing. Said he's already
Yep.
in bed, eh? Well, you know,
I
that's,
don't see Lenny here. She's probably
Yeah,
she's probably lurking.
oh yeah, that's, she was on with her little Llama Laura earlier playing
Yep.
games or something.
Yep, she was. Yes, she was.
Well, let's go take a look at that Facebook page here. Open the link in the new tab, Lakers and Railways.
There you go.
Well, tell you what, I'll hit the button where it says join group.
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
cool. Well, it's all about boats and trains. All right.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very well done.
So, Team Dancer, is your first name Hunter? There's quite a few posts there from Hunter Dancer. So,
Hunter Dancer?
yeah, Hunter. I think that must be his first name. Because I don't think I ever know it. Known what his first name was. Gee, surprise! What's Gracie doing here?
She knows there's food.
Yeah.
Now, did they get fed yet already?
No,
Oh, okay.
because they always clean my plate first before I feed them.
Okay.
Just about done here.
The yeah, the ice was pretty stiff this afternoon for those icebreakers and for that one ship down there downriver.
Yeah.
But it finally did make it to port.
Well, Team Dancer's first name is Hunter.
Okay.
2, 4, 5. Okay. I got a really good friend of mine that lives out in BC. Their son's name is Hunter.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute.
Team or Hunter, I am having gourmet supper tonight, craft dinner, and wieners. But I am done now.
All right.
Oh no.
Let's go back. I'm going to pull up the Marine City cam
Yeah, see what's going on down there.
because there's another ship going by, it says.
Oh,
Upbound.
front porch keep going off. What the heck we got out there? A squirrel?
Marine City. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, somebody was on my front porch. Who the heck is that?
Huh. There it is. The Algo Nova.
Oh, Nova. Oh, cool.
It is headed upbound.
Right back, Paul. Somebody's been on
Okay.
my porch.
All righty. Yeah, it seems to be doing pretty well in the ice. That's about the point earlier today where the Iverbright got stuck. So it'd be interesting to see if it makes it through that area. Because the cutters had to really chop it up, and I see it starting to slow down. I think there's an ice bridge there because that's a bend in the river, and I'm thinking that it's pretty heavy with ice right in there. Yeah, the Biscayne Bay turned around, headed back. And the Samuel Risley is just sitting there ahead of it. They're waiting to see how it's doing. The Biscayne Bay is ahead of them and it turned around. It's doing like 0.1 knots. Yep,
Oh, would he
he's done.
stop? Yeah,
He stopped. That's the same place where the Iverbright.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, Paul. My neighbor lady that was there, but she's across the street talking to
Oh,
somebody.
okay.
So I'm just gonna see what's going on.
Okay. Yeah. So it's definitely ground to a stop. So let's take a look and see. See, there's two cutters right there. Biscayne Bay is U.S. Coast Guard ice cutting tug. And the Samuel Risley is the Canadian Coast Guard ice cutter. I wanted to look and see. Yep. The Hollyhock put back in. It only went out for half a day. But it was doing 8 knots. It's not doing that now. It's doing, well, this is behind because it still says it's doing 7 knots, but it's not. It is stopped dead in the water. Yeah, marine traffic's behind, Paul. Because marine traffic says that ship right there in the ice is doing 4.7 knots. There's no way. So truckers are at Phantom's house. Okay, Mike. They're drafting him to man the bridge. That's good. I thought maybe they wanted to share some food. A lot of the truckers in Detroit, they did a news story at noon where there's people taking them donuts and coffee and stuff like that. A couple of the truckers I interviewed have been sitting there in their trucks for 18 hours, idling. So just not a good situation. And another gal took a one of those trucks, you see them go to construction sites, so they put the sides up and they have food in a food truck down there, and was feeding them, and all the drivers were excited that we're in that area. Yes. They're just turning around. It's a neighbor, Mia. They're just turning around. Um, Yeah, it's a long time to be sitting in your truck on the approach to the bridge. I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
But yeah, I'm still waiting to see this lady. She's all awful long-winded there. So I don't know. She's a really nice lady, eh? So I don't know what's going on. So I don't know, something in the neighborhood or something. I don't know. Because she's talking to another neighbor. So
I mean, butt in.
ah,
How come you just didn't walk up and butt into the conversation?
well, I'm not that kind of guy.
You just say, "Hey, what's up? I see you were over at the house."
Yeah, yeah, I will when I see her on the street, but I just trying to catch her, but that's all.
Yeah.
Well, she's over at the baby factory, so hang on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're down to 5 people watching. Not a lot of excitement going on here. A lot of news on online. I'm sure that there's people that are getting excited with um, with whatever's going on over there. You know, within what's in the news. But we're just kind of hanging here. That's the Hollyhock. That's the U.S. Coast Guard right there. And I don't understand. It's Lynn says it's a budget thing, but you know, the Canadian Coast Guard's been all over everything on the ice. And the Hollyhock goes out periodically like it's they're just only pick and choose what they're gonna do. Um, let's take a quick look down and see what's going on the Marine City cam. Yep, and there's the Samuel Risley behind the trees. You can see it backing up. Trying to get, it's the same place they worked before. There seems to be an ice dam or something right there, and they keep trying to break it free.
Was that something backing up to it there, Paul?
That's the Samuel Risley. Remember they did that earlier today. It's backing up to it.
Oh yeah.
But what we don't have is that there's another ice breaking tug, but it's further up. I don't know whether the Risleys said it's going to get her done or.
I don't know. That woman's awful long-winded over there. Holy crap, they're laughing and giggling, so it can't be anything too bad.
Huh. What'd you do? Have to feed the puppers?
Yeah, I fed him while I was waiting.
Yeah, the Risley's going forward now, so we'll see if the other one's able to break out.
Yeah. But for those ships, it's got to be frustrating as hell. Like going there and can't go anywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And he doesn't look like he's moving.
Nope. I don't see him moving. Maybe they're gonna do a couple passes there first before they try. Make it a wide one. Right back.
The ice has really been bad. There's the truck back up on the Blue Water Bridge. So when I went down and fly, it wasn't backed up like that. Now it's starting to back up going into Canada. Or maybe, no, there's another one right there. So it's getting pretty solid going into Canada. So they're moving them through the US side, but they're backing up. Yes, Robert. Sure. Go ahead. Share the link. Okay, Team Danzer, you have a good dinner. Get some food. So while we've got a break, maybe. When Paul gets back. So it's not completely lined up on the bridge. It's just getting backed up. That's, of course, that's the inbound into the United States span. The outbound is this one, and you can't see up. You can see it. There goes a truck. Hey, Marshall, how you doing? Marshall is back in the house. Hey, Justin, what's going on, buddy? I know what I want to check. Let's go down here. Two. Let's see what my favorite place. Yeah, it's looking like not the best of weather down in Florida. Um, There's my favorite place. Teeny Martini Bar in St. Augustine, Florida. Looks like they got a little bit of rain. It's a little wet there. And not much going on at 6 o'clock p.m. A few people.
Okay, after standing outside, I want to be there. It's cold up there. So, okay, so where is my camera? We'll bring it back on. Oh, there we are. Okay, that was nothing exciting, Paul.
Oh, wasn't it?
No, what happened? We had a neighbor down here, Lois. She was a really nice. Hey. Anyway, she was a really nice friend. She passed away about 4 months ago. And anyway, they're having a celebration of life, not this weekend, but the following weekend. So, is that going to be a little quieter now? Squirt gun. But
What was
anyways,
that, Vader doing that?
Vader and Gracie, they're playing right here, wrestling.
Oh,
I think they want to go outside now. I think not at 8, but we'll give them a few minutes first. I haven't checked at Justin today, so I have to go down the corner, down the mailbox down there. I haven't stopped there yet. So, yep, that's what it is. She's barking at the door.
Okay, Justin says it's been raining since 12 noon today.
It really flashes, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Okay, I'll play with that and shut it off here so that go find it. Okay, it's okay if I'm just sitting here, but so anyways, they're just gonna have a celebration of life at the senior center. Not this Saturday, next Saturday, the 19th, I think she said, from 1 till 3. And you gotta have proof of vaccine and all that crap,
Oh, yeah. Yep.
because it's a public place or something. I don't know, something like that. Gosh.
Yeah, because it's indoors.
Yep. So. Okay.
Yep. It's going to be a different way of life for quite a while, I think.
Yep. Well, I think we're to the point where now we're going to have to, kind of learn to live with it, right? So.
Yeah. Yeah, Marshall, I am going to watch the Super Bowl on Sunday.
Okay, let's go. I'm going to switch cameras. Whoa, hello. Okay, let's got to change something back here. Let's go back here so I ain't too close. There, okay.
It's a little darker than usual too.
Yeah, the color's off, right? So I'll play with that after I get off.
Yeah.
Get it all set up. Oh, my sister sent me something on Messenger. Okay. I fart because it's the only gas I can afford. Is that Minion? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, right here. Yeah. I fart because it's the only gas I can afford. Yeah. I should tell my sister about it. That celebration of life.
Now, did your sister know him too?
Oh yeah. Well, she was a pretty close friend of the family, right?
Oh, okay.
Over the years, yeah. Yeah.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah. What did they say? Saturday, February the 19th. 19th at I think it is, it said 1 till 3 PM. Yeah. Yeah, Bob Glazer, I heard that too, but I don't know why they're waiting so long. They should be doing it right now, right? So, you know what that does? Watch, hey Paul, watch this.
What?
The camera follows me.
Wow.
Yeah, it does.
That's
Hey, Steve Carpenter. Good afternoon.
Hey, Steve, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, it's evening here, but afternoon there. So, hey, AG Drone, dude. Anybody tell you yet today? You see what AG Drone dude said?
What's that?
Had to turn on the AC today. It was 85 degrees inside his house.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, hearts and flowers. Yeah, yep. Yep. That kind of breaks my heart, Paul, you know?
what's that? Being have to turn the air conditioning on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you what, piss off. Guys, we're freezing our butt off, and he's got to turn the air conditioning on.
Yeah.
That sucks. All I have to do to turn my air conditioning on is open the front and back doors right now.
How's it going?
Hey,
Hey,
Justin. Welcome. How'd work go today? Good?
Yeah, I found my first in-ground leak today.
Oh,
So I pulled up to this house and it doesn't have a meter on it anymore. They took it off like years ago, but they still had a service line running up to the house. And I go to scan the ground and the meter just goes nuts. Yep, all the way from the road all the way up to the house. It's
just
just
like just like a DJI, that collision avoidance thing alarm goes off
Mhm.
all the time.
What's up, Steve? Mike, AZ. What's up, guys?
So what happens now there, Justin?
Well, what I had to do is I had to do a punch test where I have this it's like a long punch that punches into the ground,
Oh yeah,
and I make like a star pattern on the ground, and then I stick this gas meter hose down in there and I measure the percentage of gas levels.
oh yeah.
And then when I find the highest one, then I move out from there to try to see where it's moving out to.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
then I just report it all on a leak sheet. I call the 800 number for FPU. They send a crew out. They dig up the line, rip it all out and replace it, or just cap it and permanently take it out. Is what
so
they're probably going to.
it's still leaking right now?
And no, this was like 3 or 4 hours ago. They were already sending a crew out there to dig it up.
Oh, okay.
Because what they're probably going to do is take the old service line that runs from the main on the road that runs
Right.
up to the house. Most likely, because that's what was leaking. They're going to rip all that out and then just cap it off at the main.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. They'll just where the main is just not too far from there. They just go in and dig there and just cap it. Yeah.
But I was punching like penny-sized holes in the ground. And as
Oh,
soon
yeah.
as I pulled the punch, and I'm going about 3 or 4 feet in the ground, as soon as I pulled the punch up out of the ground, you could smell the gas coming up.
Oh, So the soil is just full of
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't
So
throw a
they-
cigarette butt down there, did you?
it.
No, luckily, I mean, the mixture is 85 to 15 is the primary ignition rate is 85% gas, 15% oxygen.
Yeah.
So we were actually over that threshold because my highest reading was 96%.
Whoa. Okay.
And we're making you a bowl.
So yeah, it was pretty high, but I marked it all off and then called FPU and they sent one guy, a tech out to look at it, and then they called a crew out to come dig it up. So I don't know what
Yeah.
happened after that because they released me to leave. Because I
Yeah.
have to sit there until they arrive and then
Oh,
the
until
tech,
they get there. Okay.
and
Yeah.
then the person that gets there has to release me and tell me I'm good. You can go ahead and leave.
Mm.
So they told me to leave before the dig crew got there. So I don't know what happened after that. But yeah, it was a good training experience because I haven't got to do an in-ground leak before, but it really wasn't hard.
Speaking
Oh.
of training, whatever happened to the guy?
Oh, he came back. He's been training with us.
Yeah.
Oh,
I say it turned out he had some kind of doctor's appointment. Nobody told us.
Yeah.
And since
Okay.
he was driving an hour away from home, his appointment was 11 o'clock in the morning. So they told him just to stay home for the day. But they never told none of us that. So
Okay, that makes sense.
and then the lady's coming down this week to do our certification. So yeah, read that crap some more. Other than that, it was pretty uneventful day. I had got off at 1 o'clock because it started pouring and we're not allowed to do our job in the rain. So
So, did you get your present yet, Justin?
my present.
Yeah, Biden's giving out crack pipes and dope and everything
Oh
else.
no, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yep. Yeah, he's spending $30 million gonna give people crack pipes and some stuff to smoke and everything else. Yeah.
No kidding.
Everybody's saying now it's time for an intervention. The Biden administration caught using your tax dollars to funnel crack pipes and more into poor communities.
Steve, my camera gave out on me, so I have to get a new one on Thursday. Did you see his last comment he wrote?
Hi, Paul Squared.
Hey, how you doing? You got to get her own headphones. Because there's some things we need to discuss with her.
Steve put 96%. You should have been singing "You Light Up My Life." Yeah. And you know what the crazy thing was about that whole leak is that house was put on a commercial list by accident. So we weren't even supposed to be there. And we pulled up to the house and I was like, I told my boss, I said, this is supposed to be a commercial property. Why is there a house on our list?
Yeah.
And he goes, you know what? Just go check it anyway. 'Cause we were because on some of the houses we've just put residential wrong list and we don't check it because it's not supposed to be on there. We're supposed to be our list is supposed to be nothing but commercial properties like Walmarts and fast food places, stuff like that. And he was like, you know what? We're already here. Just go check it. So I guess it was fate. I don't know.
Huh.
Because it could have been another year or so before that property was checked again.
Yeah.
Because the way we do it is we check 20% of the infrastructure every year. So every 5 years, you get through 100% of it.
Huh.
but they want to take it down to 3 years now instead of 5. So
Oh, really?
yeah, so you do about, what was it, 33% every year.
Steve Cover says that Newsom there's going to be lifting a mask mandate on the 15th. Well, it's funny because I think Saskatchewan's doing it. Quebec's going to be doing it. There's a whole bunch of them doing it now. But oh, Trudeau, no way.
Yeah, I heard that state of emergency, they were gonna start ripping everybody out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, AZ, I didn't see your comment a minute ago. My bad.
Uh,
Did you get any flying in today, Paul?
Yep. The show there, Paul. Bring it up.
Hang on. I'm just editing it right now, so I'll have it finished shortly. I went up, Justin and I did the backup on the Blue Water Bridge.
Oh, you did a bridge video today.
Yes, bridge video.
Nice.
The bridges in Detroit are blocked off, so now all of the truckers that want to go back and forth from Canada have to come up and go across the international blue water bridges, and it's all backed up and snarled up, and you can see the trucks just kind of crawling, and
Oh, yeah.
they're lined up on the freeway before you get to the bridge for 7 to 10 miles.
Oh, wow.
And the truckers that normally go across the Ambassador Bridge in Detroit, some of them have been stranded in line for 15 to 18 hours and haven't moved.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep.
So what made you decide to do a bridge video today? Just doing something different?
Lynn.
What, she told you to do something different?
Lynn
Yeah,
told me
get
to
get
my
your
ass
butt out there.
Yeah.
Why, was there no ships to do today? So she made you go do something?
Yes.
Good old Lynn.
Yep. She ground me right in the ground.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, Marshall. Steve doesn't like his governor either, so. Newsom's a friggin' idiot. Him and Trudeau could run a nice little country together. They'd fit right together. Well, you know, some of these guys like him and Dre, you know, they've lived there for a long time, and I understand why they just don't want to get up and leave their home like that, but
Yeah.
I'm glad I left.
Okay.
Because I gotta tell people, the state of California itself is a beautiful state. It's just the way it's ran is crap.
What if I can do it this way? Where is Logitech capture? Oh. Okay, coming up. I'm gonna play from with my camera here for a minute, Paul. Oh, hang on, wrong button. Go to this one. Go to the webcam. Okay, cool. Oh. Start the video.
Going Jim show tonight with your camera on?
I mean, I don't have much of a choice. The camera's broke, so
Or what about your computer camera?
Okay,
that computer camera sucks. I hate laptop cameras.
okay.
Well, you won't, you're gonna get another one here pretty soon, aren't you? Another camera?
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna go Thursday and get one. That way I can have one before Friday night when I'm on Matt's show.
Yeah.
Because tonight I'm going on Jim's show. If he goes live tonight, he didn't go live last week, but if he goes live tonight, I'm probably not going to use my other camera. I don't know yet. I just hate the look of it. It looks so grainy.
Yeah, but you know, it's better than not seeing your smiling face at all. I mean, you just explained it, you explained to everybody that, sorry about the camera, but it'll be fixed later, you know?
Uh,
I'm putting my blinds down so that everybody in the neighborhood can't see me sitting here.
Hey, Sam Hayden. Good
Hey,
evening.
Sam, how you doing, my man?
No, AZ, I'm actually going to go pick it up at Walmart on Thursday. They got a whole bunch of them.
Good. Finally got
And
back
I won't
to
have
the
to wait
camera.
for it
Okay, cool. So we're gonna go here to.
because I want to get it before Friday night. And if I order it from Amazon on Thursday, I'm not going to get it in time. So and it's actually $10 cheaper to walk into Walmart and buy it. What's up, JD?
Okay, let's bring the colors down a bit. That's better. Okay. Nope, that's not gonna work. Reset. Okay, cool. I just gotta bring this down a bit. Okay, that's better. Cool. There, that's better. Better color. But it wouldn't let me change cameras there for a few minutes because I was using that NVIDIA broadcast. So, well, I gotta go and beat a dog up. But right back.
Okay, sorry about that. Oh, Paul's gone and Justin's still here.
Oh, Robert and Steve, I wish we all had a DeSantis. I wish you guys all had one. I
What's
love
that?
that man.
Hanging with JD,
Oh,
JD, are you coming on, JD?
Hey, what? Yeah, that Mr. JD guy.
Yeah, just click the button there, JD.
Because Robert, there ain't nothing better than an ex-Navy SEAL as your governor that loves the Constitution.
Hey, Paul. I
Yeah.
don't see the link pinned into the chat.
It's not.
No, it's in the chat, but it's not pinned at the top
What the hell?
because I had to scroll up in the chat to get it.
Usually you got it pinned right there to the top, eh?
Yes.
Yeah,
Pinned.
I know what trouble that Adrian was having with it the other day. Sometimes I have trouble with it when it's pinned. I'll go
Yeah.
to click on it and it won't let you click on it.
Yeah.
But it only does it every great once in a while. That was a problem Adrian was having the other day.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'd give him 2 votes if I could, Mike.
Oh, Sam, you're always welcome, my friend. You know, anybody that has a link that they need to chat, that they want to share with the family, go
Yep.
for it. Hey, here comes Mr. Carpenter.
Oh, there you go.
There he is, our California connection.
There you go.
Yeah.
I figured I'd send you some warm weather your way.
Yeah, we could use it.
Oh, yeah.
We could use it. It gets this cold weather, it gets old fast.
Yeah. At least here I can drive, if we have a good winter, about 2 hours, and I can be in the mountains and skiing and be in the cold weather.
Yeah.
Let's see, being in Florida, the way our winters and summers are, I would rather be in winter than summer.
Actually, I like it better because you can warm up a lot easier.
Well, too, I mean, especially if you're like me and you're working outside, man, in the summertime, after 10 minutes of being outside, you feel like you ain't showered in 2 weeks and you just feel nasty. And then after 8 hours, you come home, ooh, you better get right in the shower. You'll
Yeah.
be smelling, you go crawling in your bed.
I learned that. God, I was just 21 years old. I went on a cruise out of Florida, and I'll never forget. Okay, Paul. The captain comes on at 12 o'clock noon every day, telling the position of the boat, gives you a little bit of information like where we're heading, how soon to port, or whatever it is. But he comes out, well, the air temperature today is 84 degrees. The humidity is 84% and the water temperature is 84 degrees.
All right.
I had just taken a shower, walked outside. I couldn't have been out there more than 10 minutes. I turned to walk back in to take another shower.
Well, see, it's a thing too, like growing up in the desert in California, you'd sweat and stuff when you went outside. But then when you come in and you're in the air conditioning, you almost dry instantly and cool off.
Yeah.
But here, you walk inside, you could walk into a walk-in cooler. and
Now,
you're still
whereabouts were
sweating
you
for 10
at? Were
minutes.
you out towards 29 Palms or where?
I was out in Barstow, so I was
Oh,
right with
okay.
29 Palms, Victorville, Apple
Yeah.
Valley, Newberry,
Mhm.
all that.
No, I know exactly where you're at.
But yeah, I grew up out in the Newberry Barstow area,
Oh, okay.
right where 15 and 40 meet.
Mhm.
Route 66.
Yeah, I actually lived right off of Route 66.
Oh, cool. Well, it's supposed to be probably high 80s out there tomorrow.
That was where the Marine base actually cuts right into the famous highway, and you lose about 2 miles of it.
Mhm.
Because you're just going down Route 66, boom, all of a sudden you hit a Marine base
Yep.
entrance gate, and then you have to get around the Marine base to get back on Route 66.
It's cool how they've kept that highway, open still and marked.
Oh yeah, like I think about every mile or two, there's a big old Route 66 marker in the road.
Mhm.
They paint it out on the road. Well, it's sad too, because you drive down it and you still see all the businesses from like the 50s and 60s that are all shut down and abandoned.
Yeah.
They've been just sitting there for like 30 years, no business.
Well, as a kid, because I was like I said, I was born and raised here. So my dad, being a contractor, he would the big vacation every year, he loved to go to Vegas. So he'd close up shop on Wednesday night. We'd hop in the car and head out to Las Vegas. And for us leaving here, which I don't know how familiar you are with the Anaheim Hills area, which was the 91 freeway, which would have been taking you, out that way. You'd get out there, and after you hit the stop sign stop light in Anaheim, the next stop light was Las Vegas.
Right, it was just all open road, 2-lane highway.
2-lane highway the whole way.
Well, what's funny is I used to tell people, when I lived in California, and you know how the 15 freeway backs up really bad every weekend from people trying to get to Vegas?
Yep.
Well, we used to take the Power Line Road that
Mhm.
ran adjacent to the freeway, and it was a nice big graded dirt road that the state graded every month.
Mhm.
Big old smooth, like it was like a five or 6 car lane highway. It was that wide.
Yeah.
And we used to take that all the way till we got to Baker. we would get it, we'd fill up, get whatever snacks or whatever, and then we'd get back on that dirt road and go all the way to Vegas on that dirt road and come out in the neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
Like right off of a neighborhood, there was a little cul-de-sac and we'd just take the car right over the curb, boop, boop, right onto the road. And we'd be next to the freeway almost the whole way. We'd just be waving at everybody as we're driving down the dirt road. And
Oh,
we'd get there in record time because there was no speed limit on the dirt road.
yeah, no
We'd be like
kidding.
60, 70, 80 miles an hour down that dirt road the whole way.
When we were in Vegas, we were there for like 5 days. We were there the first week in December. And out there at State Line,
Mhm.
huge off-road race, man. You could see the dust clouds coming clear from on top of the pass, beforehand. You could see this dust cloud looking out towards Vegas and the hills. You're looked like this, almost like Holocaust brown across the whole entire horizon. You get down there and they had, I don't know what happened or what race it was, but it reminded me of the old Barstow to Baker off-road race they used to have. And
Yeah.
they were running it through, but I couldn't believe all the helicopters over there, flying right over the top of the off-road vehicles or the bikes,
God
filming them.
forbid we fly a Mini 2 over one of them.
You wouldn't have been keeping up with the Mini too. These guys
But,
were booking.
I was in State Line, I was about 7, 8 years ago,
Uh-huh.
and it looked pretty sad, man. They actually tore down a couple of the big casinos out there because I guess it just wasn't doing really well. And it looks a lot thinner than it used to.
Well, the one I know went down. Can't remember the name of it. But,
Yeah, it was the one that wasn't like right where all the bundle of the casinos were. It was kind of like a couple miles down the road. It
yeah.
was all by itself.
Well, you get from there, then you hit Gene, and then
Right.
from there it's Las Vegas. Still at Gene, there's still the couple of on the Nevada side. There's still a couple of casinos there.
It just you could tell that it wasn't doing very well though. When I drove through there, at least last. I mean, like I said, that was about 7, 8 years ago.
Well, I know at State Line, it's the largest Chevron gas station in the world. It has more pumps there than anywhere else. And that place, you go in there and it is just booked. They're just filled, people filling up.
Oh, look who's coming in.
Oh,
Oh, Ron.
I know those two.
Hey, there he is.
Hey, hey.
All right, Ron, you can leave now.
How's it going, Ron?
Good. We're just finished cooking, set off the smoke alarm, jamming with Bon Jovi, and
Did you introduce the herd to her?
oh,
The
She-
herd.
she was out feeding them yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
One fed from my hand practically.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. He's got quite the pet menagerie there.
No kidding. I told him his Santa Claus left him way too many presents.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, your job's going to have to pick out which one's going to be Rudolph.
I guess when I punch in the nose.
You better turn the other way, Ron.
Oh, I hate that camera.
How you doing, Michelle?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
pick up a computer or no?
We
No, I'm not back in California yet. So
No,
when
well, I
go
didn't
back-
know if you're gonna pick up that one there that you saw, that HP, or if you're gonna wait till you got back.
I think I'm gonna go back and do that one you said you saw in Costco. The only question I would like you to answer is what's the difference between the SSD and then you said that the Costco one was something else?
On the one that I showed you, it's just a standard hard drive. In other words, it's not a solid state drive. It's a regular spinning drive,
So which one's better?
the SSD.
Okay.
And that's why I sent you over that one about I think it was the Acer. It's a
Mm.
little more money, but it's a really good computer.
right. And you said Acer's pretty good computer though, or?
Yeah, I've
Yep.
owned several.
Yeah, I've had several too that are run.
Acer's good.
Hey, camera.
Yeah, it's a crappy freaking, oh, I hate this camera. It's my laptop camera.
His, hey, Ron, his regular camera died.
Uh-oh.
He's using another camera that he hates.
You vape the sensor.
Yeah.
No, what I think I did was when I was
Messing with
showing
the-
off, showing off those firehouse lights, I think I fried my sensor in the camera.
Yeah, you might have.
Yeah.
I think that's what I did.
Wow, never thought of that. Yeah.
And who was it that was yelling at me? They were telling me to stop because I was doing it. They were like, "Stop! You're gonna kill your camera." It was somebody on Matt's show the other night.
Yeah.
Or somebody into Caesars.
I mean,
Like I
it
said-
worked fine the next day, but
Yeah.
When she gets home, Steve, I said she'll, if it's all right to, give you a call and
Yeah.
I don't want to pester you, but
I will.
That's
There
okay,
you go.
Michelle. You can pester me anytime. Ron, it's iffy.
Now, Michelle, when you got there, did you sit him down and have a discussion about going out in the woods by himself?
Okay, what's your name?
Oh,
Paul, I love you right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I've known this guy for 8 years. And ever since I met him, this was his answer. I got 5 little friends.
yeah, uh-huh.
And
uh-huh.
so he goes up there, and a couple times he won't even tell me what happened up there until after the fact because I'll
Yep,
get
yeah. Well, in this last time, he won't tell you exactly how long it took him to crawl back to the truck because he was 2.5, 3
Oh.
miles in the woods
shut up, Paul. Shut up, Paul.
when he screwed up his ankle.
Paul.
About to get him in trouble.
Yeah, but we want him to be around just like Michelle does. We don't want to read about him in the National Enquirer.
Well, here's the deal. He actually got me today because I went out on my jet ski to San Francisco Bay out to the ocean underneath the Golden Gate. So he's like, "You did that?"
where there were great white sharks.
I saw it too. But the thing is, I went with a group of people.
Yes.
Okay. I would have been the only fish bait. They would have had to get them fat first.
Yeah.
He goes by himself.
Well, and the story gets better is that he got, when he fell, it was because he turned around fast because he heard some noise in the back. He thought it was a bear.
And he probably didn't have bear spray because we went hiking yesterday. He didn't bring bear spray.
I had her with me, went to the same spot yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is your footprint still there?
This is going to be tabled till tonight.
Okay.
Okay, so all you guys are drone guys.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Don't say anything. Okay, so I am a beginner. What would you advise the first drone that
That's easy. A mini 2, DJI
Well-
mini 2.
Well, Steve, my only thing is if for the $300 or $400 difference, she better have collision avoidance and get like an Air 2S. And then it's got collision avoidance. It's got sensors and everything else. The Mini 2 is great. I've got one, but there's
Yeah.
no collision avoidance sensors on it.
Yeah, but you
all you
gotta know, Michelle, though, it doesn't matter about it because it'll be going so fast, so quick. The sensors won't make any difference. So she's gonna destroy it. It'll be a cheaper drone and she can end up getting 2 for the price of that one.
well, he told me he doesn't really want me to get one because the FCA rules keep changing.
Yeah.
FAA. Yeah.
FAA.
No,
So-
they're not going to change that fast. And besides that, if you're going to fly commercial, that's a different ballgame. But if you're going to do it as recreation, it's just, what is it, Steve, $5 or $10?
$5,
$5 you every 2 years,
3 years.
3 years. It's a registration. What you're doing is you're just registering yourself with the FAA saying that I'm a drone pilot and I do fly. That's
Yeah.
all.
In fact, Costco's got the Mavic Air 2S for $9.99.
Yes,
And that it comes with an extra battery and,
Extra batteries
and
and
memory
everything, yeah.
card. And I think it's a case on it too.
yep.
Mm.
Yep, that's the way to go. Because I've had them all. Throughout
Yeah.
my lifetime, I've had 15 different kinds of drones.
And he's crashed
Started
all
out
of them.
with a gas-powered.
With
Oh,
sensors,
great.
without sensors.
We have
Boom.
We have the guy telling the truth over here.
Good job, Justin.
Hey, look what's working.
Yeah, his
Must
camera's
smack-
working.
I'm gonna smack the hell out of this thing in a minute.
Yeah.
I
But
went
I-
into. Oh, go ahead, Paul.
I was gonna say, Justin was asking about the flight I did today. You guys have all heard about the truckers and Montreal and, well, they've closed down the big bridge in Detroit to go to Canada.
Oh.
So now the truckers are coming up here. So I did a flight just before I came on tonight and I was gonna share it with you guys if you want to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's the, it's what took place, what's taking place right now.
I heard a rumor too that they will be supposedly giving back all the propane tanks and fuel tanks
Oh, all right.
delivered to the spot that they picked them up at.
Well, they better. Here's this is looking west. This is the International Blue Water Bridges. And you can see the trucks lined up to get to Canada. They're
So
lined
that's
up.
the border.
For 50,
That's the border there.
yeah, they're lined. This is the U.S. side. They're lined up for 15 miles to get into Canada.
Wow.
And I'll speed through it. It's 3 minutes long, but
Oh, that's
think
cool.
they're-
Hey, Paul, did you get my or Ron? Did you guys get my stickers today or no?
no, not yet.
I haven't checked. How did you send them, Justin?
Through the post office.
I haven't checked my mail.
Oh, okay. I was just curious. A couple people have gotten them already.
Paul, they're trying to get into Canada now or come back on out of Canada?
Is there? What's that?
You said the backup. Are they trying to get up to Canada or come back out of
Getting
Canada
into
to the US?
Canada. I have no idea what's going on in Canada because
Wow.
you know
yeah.
I'll fly along the edge of Canada, but I won't penetrate to go in and see this view from their side.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised. I'm surprised there's not a no-fly zone over the border, over the border station.
Well, they all know me around here. In fact, I've done seminars for border protection to show them what drones can do for them.
Mhm.
But if you see out here on the freeway,
Yeah.
those trucks are lined up all the way out there, all the way out like this, and all the way back as far as you can imagine.
Yeah, I saw the Detroit Bridge, some other updated video that came out today on that one. And you could see some of the trucks going by coming from the US into Canada,
Yeah.
but they weren't getting out of Canada. They had those big dump truck haulers with the beds tilted up and they were just parked.
Yeah, yep.
The whole thing there in Canada, they're using all her. I think the whole thing is they're all protesting the whole mandate and mandate and
And there's the lake, and there's the bridges.
So Paul, are they refusing to transport any goods or?
Well, it's getting so bad that what they predicting now,
Well done.
it's that it's going to affect everybody shortly. You're going to have shortages. You're going to have paper shortages. You're going to have food shortages because it's not moving. You know, because we're used to being able to move goods and services. I mean, when I was a kid, Ron, we used to drive across the bridge over there to go to Canada to get lunch.
Yeah.
And
But
now,
that
it's-
inflation's gonna soar because the cargo ships already being stopped in LA and SF.
yep,
So now
Exactly.
everything's gonna go up in price again.
yeah. Well, out there in California, since you've been gone, I guess price of gas is $7 a gallon, is it, Steve?
No, well, you can see it, but typically right now where I'm at, it's 469 down here
It's-
at Costco.
Yeah. When I left, it was between 417 and 423 in Northern California.
Yeah.
It's
Here in
3.6. Oh, go ahead, Paul.
Yeah.
Hey,
Now,
Ray,
here in Canada,
in Canada,
right now, it's $6.80 a gallon here right now.
Where are you?
Ontario, Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's 3.6.
What
Oh.
is it a liter there?
What's that?
how much a
I
liter?
thought they sold in liters there.
Well, he
Um,
converts it over to
Well,
gallons.
right now, it's I think $1.47 or $1.48 a liter, but in London, it's $1.52, which works out to $7.10 or $7.20 a gallon.
Like if they have tiny little cars and not trucks.
See, we're paying 3.60 a gallon here in Florida, and a year and a half ago it was only $1.30.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Well, see,
$1.30?
and Biden's
My camera not working.
that didn't make it any easier.
Yeah.
I hear a Ron someplace.
Yeah, I'm here. Just I'm trying to get my camera to work.
Okay.
You talk about truckers and look who shows up. Me.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Ron is a Canadian trucker too.
He's a Ron too.
There you go.
I did that.
Yes, I'm a Ron too, and two Rons make a right. So there you go.
Two Rons.
Yeah.
Ron, you make it right.
Well, that's the way the song goes, is they do Ron. Yes, they do Ron.
Yeah, welcome to the Ron and Ron show.
Yep.
Yeah.
I might have to unplug my camera and plug it back
Yeah,
in.
we got 2 Pauls and 2 Rons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Garrett,
Yeah.
How many guys are on this in this group?
Oh, there's a bunch as they come and go. Marcel is just in the chat now. Marcel is in Vancouver, British Columbia.
Okay, so they're $1.74 a liter. Holy mackerel. I'll
Who's
see if I
that?
can- Marcel, he's in Vancouver, British Columbia, which is
$1.74 a liter.
so $1.70. Whoop, hang on here. I gotta straighten this out. 1.74. Okay, times 4.5 liters to a gallon equals $7.83 a gallon.
whew.
Yeah, screw that noise.
Yes, I'm buying me a Vespa.
Yeah.
I take it back. I was wrong. It's 439 here at Costco.
Okay.
But see, we're 4.5 liters to a gallon. But see, the Canadian gallon's a little bit bigger than it's half a liter bigger than what you guys are.
Oh, really? I never knew that.
That's called the imperial gallon, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because there's a US gallon and an imperial gallon.
Wow.
Well, just like when COVID started, how everyone started, hoarding the toilet paper and whatnot. Better get your storage ready because it's gonna be empty shelves again.
Oh, yeah. Well, it is now. I went out the other day and you can see vast areas where there's just, it might be a section in a major store, a section where it should be full. And it's got a few items here, a few items there.
We're going to start
There we
seeing
go.
that more and more. In fact, in the petroleum futures market yesterday,
Yeah.
they're already predicting by summer $100 a barrel for crude oil.
Yeah, they're $90 a barrel now, aren't they?
It's pushing it. It's pushing it.
Well,
Yeah.
working in the hospital, we are so low on supplies. It's like we don't even give bottles to babies anymore. We have to pour their milk in these little tiny containers that are a small, tiny little bottle because there's just not enough stuff to hand out.
Mhm.
Wow.
Who works in OB, labor and delivery at your hospital in Sacramento? Wow.
So
You guys have to
you're the first, one of the first people to welcome the newly born into life.
That's right.
There you go.
I catch them from heaven.
There's your supplies out there.
Yeah.
Michelle.
Yeah, yeah.
Out
See
there on
those,
those ships.
those are freighters waiting to get into the port of LA that are just sitting out there. This is Huntington Beach.
Wow. And this is all COVID and vaccinations.
Could be everything, yeah.
A little bit, yeah, if you don't
I
have the
mean, what
trucks,
was-
you can't
what was-
unload the ships.
Sorry, Ron.
If you don't have the trucks, you can't unload the ships, because it's gotta go back on the back of a truck sooner or later.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the problem we've got in the port of LA is all the empty containers that are sitting in the port that are clogging it up. Because the ships don't want to take an empty container.
They want nothing but full cargoes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd be raiding the containers.
There's thousands.
Oh,
thousands and
people have been
thousands
doing
of
that in
them.
LA.
Yep.
Oh, did you see that video of the train yard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going in there and they're cutting while the trains are stopped. They're running in, they're cutting the padlocks off the train cars, ripping them open. And there's just thousands of empty and some packages that aren't even open
Yeah.
of Amazon and UPS packages just strung for miles down this railroad track.
And now the city of LA is panicking. That's not the train yard. That's actually just a flow through going up to the train yard. That's an actual flow through of tracks. And all the weapons that have been stolen off the train trucks.
That's what I
because
heard. Yeah.
They're shipping the firearms. They thought it was about anywhere between 400 to 500. It's like thousands of weapons that
One
are
trade
missing.
car
Out
could
on the
have
street,
thousands
yeah.
of guns on it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
apparently it's a
So
small
in all
fine.
your opinions collectively, what do you think would turn this around?
Yeah.
Getting rid of
Lift
Biden.
all the
Well,
restrictions.
Biden's got to go for a starter. Because he's not competent. But it's not just Biden. I think that there's Republicans, Democrats that have been so entitled
Where'd you go?
that they keep their jobs even though they don't do anything.
Yeah.
If you get elected to the House of Representatives, I think they get paid $185,000 a year plus expenses.
And they come multimillionaires in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Well, Pelosi, yeah.
Well, if you not
She's worth
Biden,
over
off-
$200 million.
What?
you knock Biden off, then Harris becomes president, Pelosi's vice.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't knock them off. I say you got to recall them all.
No, please, for the love of God, no.
That's the only reason that Harris is not in there. They thought that my own opinion, they thought Harris was going to be the savior, and she's turned out to be a total wreck.
The
And
zero.
her ratings are 50% of what Biden's are, and Biden's now at what, 29%?
28.
Yeah.
Well, she's been on the down low ever since she had that incident with the telling off the Mexican people.
Yep.
So she hasn't said too much.
Well, she was hated here as when she was attorney general, let alone when she became moved up into becoming the senator for the short time she was
Well,
there
and the
for.
audacity is there's some people that are pushing for her to be appointed on the Supreme
to
Court.
Supreme Court. And that's a buy, to me, that's the buy off.
Yeah.
Well, that's because what did he say? He wanted to have the next justice be a black female. Well, that's just.
That's
not
easy. They
action.
need- they just sue for discrimination.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the world is never going to go back the way we remember.
Oh, no.
No matter what happens, it's not going to go back to some semblance of order, because what you have, and Lynn will tell you, you haven't met Lynn, but Lynn will tell you, Lynn is my friend for life. She's got a big pedigree. She worked in Washington. She's worked different places, and she was a federal investigator above NCIS. She worked at the Pentagon. She did investigations at the White House, and she says that it's so entrenched of what's going on. The elites are there, and they're hanging on to power no matter what.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And what is the big cause of this is not even so much them. The control is coming out of the European financial.
Yep, it's all
That-
dollars. and cents.
That is what's devastating, is going to devastate the whole entire world, because what they want is to wipe down the United States as far as an economic power.
Yep,
And by doing what they're doing, go back through history. You look at Marxism, you look at, falling of during the time Adolf Hitler was in, or you look at any of that time, what's the thing you do? You get rid of the media. A book, they were burning books, now they just delete you off the internet.
yep,
The other item, they're going after the firearms. They're trying to push the law through right now because the federal, the ATF got a hold of 1 billion, a billion and a half records of arms sales in the United States. They have a whole database that's searchable. So they have that now. So they know people that have bought a gun, they've got that in their power. So they know who has the guns. And what's the other thing? You take the people fighting the people,
yep.
because that eliminates the government to do what they want to do, because there's so much infighting out in this regular society.
Yeah, and if you follow the
I'm
money,
wondering if a revolution's gonna happen.
Yeah, but how are they gonna take the guns? Cause I'll be damned if you think the military is gonna take their side when it comes down to it. I doubt it.
I do too, but the thing of it is the money
Oh,
trail is
come on.
what bothers me. That goofy George Soros, he is putting money into, what was the last 3 years, he's given Black Lives Matter almost $1 billion. And he was supporting them burning down the stores. And in California, they go in and they rob the stores, and everybody just stands around and shrugs his shoulders like, well, what are you gonna do?
You don't rob it. You just you just go in and you pick up the bag and you go fill it up and you walk out. You're not robbing it.
Well, Walgreens pulled out of San Francisco because that was happening. They're not,
Yeah.
there's no Walgreens store in San Francisco.
Yeah, they've shut down 5 of them up there in the Bay Area.
Hey, Lynn, how you doing?
You're gonna
Minnie's
see-
here.
You're gonna see Walmarts and everybody doing that.
Yeah.
Why do you think Florida and Texas are growing like weeds right now?
Mhm.
Yep.
Because everybody's running to where they feel like there's only safe places anymore.
Yeah, like South Dakota and Wyoming too. You ought to see Rapid
Yeah.
City. Rapid City is like more than doubled its population.
Growing, yeah.
Because there's already like 30 something states that have signed a petition together saying that they're safe havens for gun owners,
Mhm.
period, that they will not follow any federal mandates when
Yeah.
it comes to guns. And I believe DeSantis, he ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna put up with
No.
that crap. Now, you're talking, like I said, he's an ex-Navy SEAL who is extremely constitutional. And that's why I said most people that join the military have those values.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
so I'll be damned if they think that the military is gonna back them up when they try
Yeah,
to push that.
Yeah, go to door and start taking your
Yeah,
guns.
they're not gonna do it.
Mhm.
I mean, look what happened to Biden when he was driving down in Washington DC and all the National Guardsmen turned their back on him while he was driving by him.
Yeah.
They
Really?
didn't even salute him. They turned around.
Well, the other thing, I don't know if you heard, I know that the conservative Republican side are trying to get this bill passed through with the, who is it? I'm trying to remember which department it is, but ammonium nitrate for fertilizer. They're trying to get that on the national, in other words, it's a commodity, just like, plutonium or anything else. It's a national,
Hazardous.
no, not a hazard. It's a necessity, because what they're doing is they want to open it up to where this stuff can just go out. And then guess what's going to happen? Farming will go all to hell in the handbasket because they won't have the fertilizers for the farmers in order to farm. No one's thinking about the long-term aspect of what it is. And that's where Bill Gates did. He is the largest farming landholder in the world.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah, he's been buying up family farms left and right across the Midwest.
Exactly.
And he's a liberal.
Yep.
Bill Gates is a liberal, I think, yeah.
Yeah, most all the tech guys are.
I'll be right back.
Okay, Steve.
Yep.
So, Ron Toyman, what's up with you?
Well, not much, just getting ready to go to work. Of course, not much is moving where I'm working at, so.
Yeah, Ron works a night shift. He shuffles trailers around.
Oh, he does what Matt does with the
Yeah.
little yard.
Buddy,
What do they call it? A yarder?
Ew.
Shunt truck, but I don't have a shunt truck.
Yeah.
I'm using a city truck.
Yeah, that's what Matt does in Australia. He drives the little whatever you call it, the little truck in the yard, and he moves the trailers all around.
Yeah, they usually call them yard tractors or something along that line.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
trying to think of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to
Yeah.
get them to get me a proper shunt truck, but
Did introduce her to the crowd.
Oh, that's it. Look at
mhm.
the herd.
Look at this. Wow.
Yeah.
It's, feeding Bambi yesterday. And then,
How many are you gonna take back with you?
I
zero.
have my own in California.
Oh, okay. Lucky.
Yeah, she was
Aye.
feeding the bang yesterday.
Got to get you a deer costume so you can get right up to them.
Yeah,
What is it?
give me a deer costume.
No one runs luck. One will just hop on the back of him.
Be right in the middle of mating season.
Yeah, exactly. Surprise.
That's what you call nut to butt, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ron will be screaming, rut roll.
Just
Yeah,
make
but
sure
I-
you call us and let us know beforehand so you don't get stuck outside, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they wanted to pull off the fertilizer off the, the protected list. So it's considered a national commodity that they're not
That's
just going to
huge.
open it up and ship it all the fertilizer out to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and then they take control of it, and then it goes out on the open market and becomes so expensive. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's the next thing. Is the food. The food thing is the next thing besides the petroleum that we've seen. Now we're going to start seeing food across the whole United States and soon in a lot of places in the world.
Well, and the thing that I don't get is how in a year and a half, we have gone from being self-sufficient petroleum and everything else to now we have to import 60% of the petroleum at higher expenses. How?
called
Well,
the
they want
Payoff.
the Green New Deal. And
Yeah.
every home in California, now, the new ones have to be built with solar panels and an outlet for your energy, your electric car.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a law now,
Yeah. Any new home here.
right?
Yeah.
But
So
it's ironic because most of the generating stations now, there was a study done, and of course, Elon Musk was going to deny it, but they came up and had the proof. You got your electric car, you plug it in, and like where we are in San Diego, it's called San Diego Gas and Electric. We're the fourth or fifth highest rates in the nation here for per kilowatt. The generating stations now, because we have no more nuclear down here, so it's either coal or gas or hydro coming in, across the grid, coming in from the Colorado River, which has been cut back now by 25%. The amount of carbon per mile to charge your car being spent for the electricity to be made is 1.25%. That is, if you were burning a car, running it down the road, the amount of carbon that would be put in the air, the electricity that is being burnt in order to power and make that electricity is 1.25% higher than it is if you were driving a gas vehicle.
Oh, Jesus. Well, it does surprise me. Everybody, trying to get on the bandwagon and everything else. But the thing is, how do they collect money for road tax if you've got an electric car?
Oh, now it's going to be per mile.
Per mile
Oh.
tax.
And it's going to be, you're going to have to do it in per mile. That's going to be a surcharge tax that Newsom's been trying to get through now for 2 years.
Because here you buy gasoline, that
And it's
includes,
taxed.
it's got, yeah, it's already got
Yeah.
the road tax in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
Although
guys.
probably they could incorporate it on when you buy tires for that electric vehicle.
Yeah.
Hey,
Price of
Ron,
tires will go up.
thanks for being here.
Good to
And-
see you all. Yeah.
Take good care of Ron and have a little heart to heart with him.
I know.
We worry about him out there.
I've done it way too many times. It goes in one ear and out the other.
We worry about him when he says, "Yeah, I'm going up the mountains." We all go, "Oh no."
I hear you. I hear you 100%. I'm always in his ear, but
We want to keep him around a while, you know.
Hey, see Chuck,
guys,
Okay, bye bye.
All right, we'll see
Bye-bye.
you guys
Have a
later.
good evening.
yeah,
See you later.
see Chuck is in here again too.
Yeah,
So, yeah, go and buy, Bill from Newfound Drone Productions,
yeah.
drone shots. All right. All right.
Oh, what's up, guys? I haven't been paying attention to the chat either.
Yeah, we're sitting there watching and listening and
See, the Peace Bridge is pretty busy now.
The what?
Peace Bridge. That's
Oh,
the other,
yeah.
that's the crossing up in Fort Erie.
oh, is it now
It's-
having
it's-
problems too?
It's pretty busy now because of the Windsor border being closed.
Yeah.
And
So-
they're having a, yeah, I think they shut all the ones down in Alberta too now.
Well, they got one lane open, but,
Well, I thought they closed all the lanes again.
well, no, they're not all open, just one lane. That's it.
Yeah.
They're just making it difficult. They're just slowing things down.
Yeah. And see, old Trudeau thinks that the problem is in Ottawa. Good.
Well, no, because he knows the borders are slowly getting strangled,
Yep. Yeah.
but he calls it a small fringe minority.
Now
Yeah.
now it's an insurrection.
Yeah, it's more,
yeah.
it's more than just a minority. It's,
Well, there was
it's about
some
a half a
liberal.
million people or more
Yeah.
Well,
involved
what-
in this now.
Well, wasn't there one liberal minister said that they're calling them truckers terrorists now?
Yeah, terrorists, Nazis or whatever, and yeah, but
Gotcha.
the Ottawa police are going around confiscating fuel for all these protesters too. So I guess the Ottawa police are being Nazi gas thieves.
Well,
Yeah.
there's two things I heard today
Oh.
on a couple of the organized groups that are like the main speakers for the truckers.
Yeah.
They are going to allow volunteer or firemen and women be able to put gas into the truck. So if they come down, they're asking the volunteer firefighters across Canada to come in, and then they'll allow them to put the fuel into the trucks. They kind of supposedly relax it. They'll know more today. And the other thing is, and this is just not for sure, but it was discussed supposedly in the parliament today, that what the police chief did there of confiscating all those fuel cans was against the law, which it was.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's
It is.
personal property.
Yeah, it is.
So now they're talking about them going in and they're going to have to deliver it back to the exact location they picked it up from.
Yeah.
Which that would be great.
What I got a kick out of, I saw was a couple of guys today, you know, the 2.5 plastic
Jerry jugs.
gas can. They had water and the Gatorade in them, and they were drinking them and walking around and drinking and walking around. And the cops would say, "What's in that? What's in that?" "Oh, it's just water or Gatorade." And the cops would smell it and they say, "Okay, go ahead," you know.
Well, I guess the Windsor mayor wants the RCMP to come down and help out.
Yeah, you see there on that new like Give, Send, Go or whatever it is. They've reached 6.2 million already.
Yeah. GoFundMe type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And GoFundMe has to return all the money back to the people. They were going to just donate it to their own fund if they wanted, when they confiscated well, they had raised 10.1 million, what I read. They had taken out 1.1 million. And so the other 9 million, they were going to they took it and they were going to distribute it to whoever they want to. And now that's turned around that
Oh, yeah.
they are going to refund it back to every single donor.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
you know,
look
they
at
did,
You're gonna say, just look here, breaking news. Ontario give out free COVID-19 rapid tests at grocery stores.
yeah, they did that same thing with Kyle Rittenhouse's legal fees too, when they were trying to raise legal fees for him.
Yeah, they shut it down.
Yeah, they shut it down. It's just because it's not on the political side. If it doesn't fall in line with a certain side, then they kill it.
Well, I know Senator Cruz and the Attorney General of Texas, and also I forget. I don't know if it was Rubio or if it's Attorney General of Florida. They were filing lawsuit against GoFundMe.
Yep.
You know what's
Federal-
fun? I love the drone footage from that case. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
dude, I know like 45 guys right now that could break down that footage and tell you it's bullshit. I was like, it's not hard to tell that it was altered
Yep.
and it wasn't the correct it wasn't the original footage.
Yeah.
It was just the same as if we're flying our Air 2 and we download the little crappy video that comes back onto the phone.
On the cache.
Right, instead of downloading the actual 4K footage from the drone,
Yeah.
and that's all it was.
It was so obvious. It was unbelievable.
Oh yeah, when I actually posted the side-by-side comparison, and you could see the 4K footage and the cache footage, and it looked horrible.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, I know all the other provinces that are scrapping all their mandates and throwing them out the window now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look what Britain did. What was about 2 weeks ago when the prime minister was on there? We're done with masks, and he's screaming, and everybody's cheering him on. I know he had some kind of controversy going on, but apparently that was his reasoning for doing it. Everybody said.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
no,
so is all the other
no
governments.
passport, no mask, and no mandate
Yeah.
for vaccination.
Yeah,
in fact,
exactly.
Like I was telling Ron, I was telling these guys here that California is lifting the mask mandate on the 15th.
Right.
Well, they just, on the news just now, they just held up the court case. Federal court says that mask mandates are illegal.
Well, I walked into a business about a week ago, and they told me to put a mask on. I said, I don't have to. The governor already said we don't have to.
Mhm.
The lady just looked at me and she just kept walking. I was like, all right.
Want to wear it, it'll be up to you.
And that's where it should be.
Basically.
You know,
Yeah, it
I'm,
should be up to you.
I'm not going to discriminate if anybody's
Yeah.
wearing a mask or not. If you
Nope.
feel you need it, all the more power to you. Wear
Well,
it.
this is the thing is if you're so paranoid about this, then why are you at Walmart shopping for a t-shirt or shopping for something that's really not a necessity? But then you'll see people there shopping for stuff like that, but then they'll be in like a full hazmat suit. It's like, why are you even out then? I don't understand. Like literally, I saw people, and you know what's funny is you know how many people I saw that would have gloves on, right? And they would touch everything in the store. And then they would pull their phone out of their pocket with the gloves. Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah.
And they're
What did
touching their
you just
hands with the
do?
gloves. I'm like,
Yeah.
what in the hell? Like it makes no sense.
Or like Stacey Abrams at that photo shoot she did at the school,
With all the kids.
and all the kids behind her and the teacher have mask on, and she's sitting there with no mask on. And the first thing she comes up to go, "You're making this racist because it's Black History Month." And I thought to myself, wait a second, let's think about this for a second. Who's the racist? You and Kamala Harris, your ancestors both owned slave farms.
Yep.
And you're telling me about it for Black History Month? What do you know? All she is just a socialite.
Yeah, it's like I say, I pray that it goes back the way it used to be, but I don't see it ever getting back on the track.
Well, I know here in California, and I live in Orange County, California, which is, it turned more Democrats voting in 2016 was a 70-year flip from for the presidential election.
Yeah.
But we're still, I want to say, I would say we're probably about 48% conservatives here in Orange County. And the further south you come here to Dana Point, which you can see in the background, it's more and more conservative. So this area in here is probably closer to about 70 to 80%.
Yeah. Well,
And
the sad part of it is that everything continues on track. Some people may switch because I think, isn't there a trend now? More people are saying they're independents. They're not either Republican or Democrat. They're
Mhm.
independents. But you just don't know. You don't know. You know, people aren't voting because they think somebody's going to do a good job. They're
Mhm.
voting because, oh, I like the way they wear their hair. I like the way he looks. I like, it's like a Miss America competition.
yeah,
All right, well, I'm gonna take off and start getting ready for work, so.
Okay, Ron,
Have
you
a
have a
good night,
good,
Ron.
good work evening.
take care.
Yep, we'll catch everybody later.
Stay
Yeah.
safe.
See you, Ron.
Yep,
See
will
you,
do.
Ron.
The, but Pelosi just drives me crazy. She's from California, of course. I think she should go in the record books of having more skin stretched in more directions to make her look young than anybody I've ever seen. I mean, her belly button now is up here. It's like she's,
Oh my God. They were talking on that. I forget which show I was looking about. They're going, well, they're worried about, shortages and toilet paper and food and everything else. Well, and they showed a flash off the coast of LA and says, how much Botox is coming in on that? So
that's right.
every one of these news agencies and everything that their faces are all perfectly prim and prop,
Yeah.
and all these legislatures, it goes, it's going to start showing real quick because they won't be able to get their Botox because the Botox is not made in the United States.
No, it isn't. It's imported.
No, I thought it was.
Yeah.
Does it seem like what Mike said? I wear one to protect myself. I'm scared to get COVID because I'm sick already. I don't have a problem with that. I just don't
Yeah.
want to be told I have to wear one.
Mike,
If
I
you
hope
wanna
you're
wear one,
wearing an
that's your choose.
N95 or a KN95 because that is the only mask that's going to stop the virus.
Transmission. Yeah.
And I don't have a problem if if he wants to wear one because I understand, he's had
Yep.
health issues.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm too Americanized. I don't want to be told what to do.
Well, during my time when I was in the Air Force, I was a medical aerovac. So this is going back to the 70s to date myself. Even back then, a regular mask, which in fact, I've got one here because I had to take my wife to the doctor today. Regular mask that it's not really shown because of the green, but regular mask. Those things will, and this goes back, we were using those in the Air Force, even the emergency room, all over. Those masks reduce the amount of O2 being taken into your body anywhere, depending on the person, from 10 to 33%. But the biggest problem is it's retaining the carbon dioxide in your system by the same amount, no matter what mask you're wearing. And a KN95, it causes it's a higher loss in both directions.
Yep. So you're actually starving your body of oxygen.
It is. And you wonder why all these little kids are falling asleep in the classrooms because they're all masked up.
Yep.
And see, that's why I tell people, like, I love the Constitution. And that's why, if you love the Constitution, you can be totally free
Mhm.
and be like, don't tell me what to do and you can live your life. Like, you don't have to put a bunch of rules in place. You just follow the Constitution and you'll be able
Well,
to be
and
free.
you let people have the choice, like you say.
Right.
Exactly.
And that's where, like I said, that falls back to constitutional rights. You have the right to live your life and do what you want.
And like Mike's saying there, he wears it. God love you, all the more power to you.
That's
But
right.
just for your own safety, Mike, know that the KN95 or the K95 is the only one that will stop that smaller particulate of getting in. And you need to change them often because the moment it gets wet, then it's useless because then it just comes in and the particulates, the airborne particulates can catch onto the moisture on the mask on the outside and it just goes right in.
Well, and the money grab is in the cloth masks. You know, because everybody wants to have a really cool cloth mask. You know, it's like you might as well put a sock in your mouth, you know?
All right, Paul, I'm gonna jump off because I'm gonna do some reading before Jim
Okay,
if
Justin,
Jim goes
we'll
live
catch
tonight.
ya.
Well, let me show you this, Justin, before you go off. I think I've got one here. Let me show you this.
Because I don't know if he's going live, but if he is, he'll be in an hour.
What
so I'm gonna
time's
do
he
a little
going
bit-
on? 8 o'clock?
He usually goes on at 8, but I'm gonna do a little bit of reading before.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, man, I don't have them here. I don't have it here. Sean Oz from the World of Oz
Uh-huh. Yeah, I know, Sean.
created these masks and t-shirts that it's a roll of toilet paper and it shows it unfolding and it says I survived 2020.
Oh, that's
He
cool.
had these cloth masks. I bought several of them and gave them away to my friends. And I'll tell you what, every time I'd go in, because like Costco or shopping, people would see me walk in with that and they would just bust up laughing.
All right,
Okay,
guys.
Justin, you take care and we'll
If
see
Jim
you.
goes live at 8, I will see you guys
Okay.
over there.
All right.
See you there.
Yep. Yeah.
All right.
Take care. Watch out for them leaks.
All right, guys.
Say goodbye to the wifey for us.
What time is it getting to be? 4:10.
Yep, yep. I think we're coming to an end here, Steve.
Yeah. Well, for you guys.
Your day's still on a roll.
Because
Hey, Paul?
you're 6:10, right?
Yes,
Uh,
7:10
No, seven,
7:10.
7:10.
Oh, you are on Eastern
Yeah.
time then, huh?
or Eastern
Yep.
time zone. I think, Paul, we're gonna call it, buddy.
Okay, yeah, I got a couple signs I want to make.
You
I
got some
sold a
things you
couple.
want to do and
Yeah,
Steve's got to get on with the rest of his day.
Yeah.
And
Get back to my contracts.
yeah. And everybody in the chat, thanks for being here. And we'll see all of you again soon.